Hey guys, welcome back. It is day 50, and I'm compiling yesterday's work, which was day 49, and today's work into one video because I didn't have time to make my video yesterday. Because I had plans pretty much that took up the whole day. So I woke up, got my 30 minutes in, and then had to stop. So I didn't get home till like it was time for me to go to bed because I had to work today. So I decided I would just wait and compile the inks I did yesterday and the sketching I did today into just one bigger video. And because I kind of have a topic that I've kind of been putting off because I haven't had the energy to actually sit down and work and make a long video. But I kind of want to talk about me growing up with my art. In high school, like, my art was kind of my escape because I was one of those shy, silent kids who got picked on a lot. And I got picked on primarily for my drawing, like, and my hair. I have curly hair, and it was very out of control when I was younger. And I could never wear it up because I have psoriasis. And it surprised me when I was younger that I didn't get picked on about my skin as much as I thought I would. Because going through junior high and high school with red patchy skin for the majority of it was kind of traumatizing. But it was my art that really got me picked on. Like, I'd had artwork stolen just out of my bag. I would used to draw on 11 by 17 pieces of paper that I just kind of like had had it rolled up and stuck into my bag, and somebody came up behind me and just took it out as they were walking past. But um but the art was it was the whole reason I was getting picked on, but it was also the whole reason that I was able to cope with it. Like, it's a coping mechanism for me with my anxiety and everything. And just telling stories about these in-depth characters, it helps a lot. But I think I think I was in 6th grade. I got my first how to draw manga book. And that was the starting point of me wanting to be an artist, because I had this book and I was learning how to draw, and then I got into Naruto, and it kept going from there. And I remember mentioning Naruto and a lot of my other inspirations in an earlier video. I don't remember which one. If I remember, I'll put a link to it in the description. But yeah, and when I started watching Naruto, and that's kind of where a lot of development for my character Kira came from. And like, she was kind of like this self-insert Akatsuki character that I had. And eventually I decided instead of like writing some cringy fanfic comic, I decided to just start working on my own. And like, thinking back to it all, it was super cringy. And I've been drawing comics since I was a little kid. I have a really old, very poorly done comic that I did, like, gosh, probably when I was like 10. And it's really bad. I laugh every time I look at it. But to look at that and see how far I've come to this point, doing this challenge, and like, I've come so far, but I still have a very long way to go. I think I mentioned before that I did go to college for animation for about 3 semesters, and then ended ended up dropping out for multiple reasons. Um not because one of them was like, I kind of just want to do my own thing when it comes to my art. There's something that I don't like people telling me what to do when it comes to my art. And I kind of need, that's something I need to work on. But, and around that time I started trying to push myself out of the more anime-esque style and developed my own. And it kind of went through a few renditions to the point where I have the style I have now. And you can kind of still see some of the anime and manga inspiration that came from it, but I try to focus on like super, like especially my facial expressions. I try to do very like exaggerated facial expressions, very emotional facial expressions. I haven't quite mastered showing exaggerated emotion in body language, which I am trying to work on. It kind of every now and then I'll look up gestures and, or gesture references and look at photos, and I'll like do a quick gesture and then I'll draw one of my characters in a similar pose to that and try and work with my anatomy, because I still have problems with that. There's my characters used to be so, they all used to be toothpicks. Like even my buff muscular characters and my overweight characters were all toothpicks. I still struggle with not so much the buff characters, because muscles are a lot of fun to draw, but so are overweight characters. But I have such a hard time drawing overweight characters that it's a huge struggle for me. And I have a few. I don't think I have most of my rounder characters are in K Saga, and not so much. And I don't have like overly exaggerated round characters in The Girl Behind the Glass, but I do have some overweight characters. But it's like I've come a very long way from where I started out with my art, and still have a very long way to go. And I do believe that this challenge is helping me with that. So I'm going to shut up now because I'm starting to ramble, and I will see you guys tomorrow.